And what's the uniqueness, if there is, about the interdisciplinary aspect of the approach, and perhaps about this discipline, gerontology?
Okay. Well, certainly in terms of the authors, we have the two of the authors are sociologists. I'm a psychologist, and then Mike Faber, who's been involved in the book, is an educator, and so and a practitioner, and so we bring all those perspectives to the content of the book, and I think that produces a very rich interdisciplinary, because we collaborated on this project, and so I think that you'll see that in the book.
And how does that reflect the field itself?
Well, gerontology, there is nothing, I think there's nothing that gerontology doesn't touch. And I tell my students that. It doesn't matter what field you're going into, unless it's pediatrics, aging will be part of your future. You'll have clients, customers, patients, etc., etc. And so, this is something that affects everybody in every profession, from engineering to medical care to banking to, everything, absolutely everything. The leisure industry.
Right. And could you provide us with a sort of a statistic or demographic about the growing rate of the older person across at least the States, and if not globally?
Yeah, well, I think certainly those of us in gerontology, always find it surprising when people don't necessarily recognize how fast the aging population is growing. And in the U.S., the projections of our population, well, we have this baby boom that just started turning 65, and they're somewhere between 25 and 30% of the population, and they're getting older. So they're actually contributing, and then combined with longevity, we've got people who are not part of the boomers who will still be around for many years, and so that population is just growing by leaps and bounds. And around the world also, there are countries that already have over 20% of their population, and they're projected to go to over 30%, some of them approaching 40% of their population over age 65. And, and then in the not too distant future, really, by 2040, 2050.
Is there a key message that you would like your book to relay to the students that you could articulate for us, and that in turn may reflect some on what other books are out there in the field, and that which distinguishes your book from the other books out there?
Well, again, for me, it's about attracting students to be interested in aging, and when many of them otherwise wouldn't be. So our book has a lot of good content and a lot of good reference material, but it's not an encyclopedia of aging. And so it tries to cover a little bit of lots of different things, so that students, if they become interested, or maybe I should say when they become interested, can follow up with other courses and other materials and so on and so forth, but that they at least get into the field, if you will, through introduction to aging, which is the way it happens in lots and lots of other disciplines, is you take that introductory class, and that often captures your attention. Students take that intro psych class, for example. They didn't know they were interested in psych until they did that, etc., etc. And the same, I think with Introduction to Aging. And even though I haven't had this book to use, I've been teaching this way, and I see that it works.
Can you give us an example of an exercise that you might use with your students to illustrate a positive aging dimension of particular discussion, such as health and promotion?
One of the things I have my students do is they investigate resources in the community that relate to aging. So actually, I've just had students who found out about fitness programs in the community. And actually I was very pleased because they found one that even I didn't know about. And they were very excited about it, and they came to class, they showed a little video, they do a very short presentation so everyone learns about the one they chose. And they got everyone very excited about it, because I have a lot of students in my field who are interested in some aspect of fitness, and so so that's one of the examples. It was a 55 plus ski program, and one of the
55 plus aging.
Aging, yes. Well, it is, yes, and yes, there's some baby boomers who aren't 55 plus yet. One of the instructors in the program was 70.
Excellent.
And they were pleasantly amazed by that and excited about it, and that's an aspect of positive, to have a 70-year-old teaching skiing.
Yes.
So.
Thank you, Judith Sugar, the senior author of our forthcoming book, Introduction to Aging, A Positive Interdisciplinary Approach.
Thank you.